We all cross paths with talented people in our lives, but every now and then we meet someone extraordinary. From the moment he could walk, Asher Morgado was dancing. Dancing in a way that would make people stop and watch. His body parts flying in directions that seemed to defy physics. And a style that was uniquely Asher. Not surprising, he comes from a family where movement is part of their identity. His sister Malachi, a gifted ballet, hip-hop, and freestyle dancer, consistently pushed him to evolve. Mom and Dad would occasionally step in to show the kids how it was done back in the day.
I danced in the club, and there was no choreography. So the choreography part came from the mom. Obviously, she danced.
But the freestyling came from him.
Yeah, freestyling.
Yes.
Yeah,
So both of us.
Yeah, both. Mostly from the mom, though.
We love to dance.
Yeah.
At a young age, Asher's extraordinary talent lit up community stages, and his name quickly becoming known in the dancing community.
Asher Morgado.
But behind the spins and freezes and footwork, there was another passion that had already been quietly growing, one possibly deeper than dance.
He was dying, and all I could do was yell for him to help me.
He was your big brother. He's supposed to help.
All the things we did together, growing up, all the fun times. And the memory I'll always have of him is crushed in the car, bleeding, trying to calm me down. His blood all over.
Memories. They're all we have now.
Memories.
Some just better forgotten.
And cut. Good for you, kiddo.
Really good.
Asher is the sweetest, most gentle soul. He's so very talented, and because Asher has had such a vast experience of life already at such a young age, he has a deep well of things to draw on. He has an amazing inner life and experience that he can quickly bring to a role and open up. And what's so beautiful about him is that some people that go through an experience like what Asher's been through, they put up a guard and they close off and they keep themselves safe. But I think it's a testament to his family and his community that he still is the wonderful, beautiful, caring human that he is, and that he's able to access those emotions and bring them to life under imaginary circumstances as a character.
What are you looking at? What the hell? Jesus. Screw the shit out of me.
He knew what he wanted to do from when he was at a very young age. Very young. At 4 years old, he wanted to be an actor. I didn't take him seriously until, he was 5 and he would be jumping around on our couch. I told him stop, and he would say, "But Mom, I'm practicing for my movies." I'm like, "Are you serious about this?" He goes, "Yes, Mom," and begged us to take him to acting classes.
Gifted with this natural ability to convey deep emotion, his acting career begins to flourish. The entire Morgado ohana showed up for the filming of Godzilla, but as it often happens in film, Asher's scene wound up on the cutting room floor, but was an early lesson in the world of acting. The Bridge by Cindy Iodice is an award-winning story inspired by Hawaii's legendary night marchers. It follows a family living along their path. Their son Pono, played by Asher, saves his mother from certain death as she comes face to face with these ancient warriors. Perhaps his strongest role was in Dress, another award-winning film acted in and directed by the talented Henry Ian Cusick.
He was the cutest little, I think Asher must have been about 5, with very, very long hair. I remember when I first met him, I said, is that a girl or a boy? Because his hair was so long. And I said, okay, great.
And I had to cut it. I had to cut my hair in order for me to be his son. I cut it. I cried for 3 months.
You want me to cut this for you?
Dad?
Yeah.
Mom came to see me last night.
Oh, she didn't.
She did. She cuddled me and I went back to sleep.
Really, he was saw him once and that was it. It was his role. He was just phenomenal. So beautiful, so cute, so present, so dynamic.
That's cancer. What did you say? When you scrape the pan, it gives you cancer.
I don't want cancer. I don't want cancer.
You're not gonna get cancer. Just shut up and put your shoes on, okay? What shoes?
A story about a family shattered by the devastating loss of a wife and mother would be a challenge for any actor. But the sensitive, masterful directing of Henry Ian Cusick put the cast at ease, especially Asher.
I've known him since he was 5 years old. It's not easy for a 5-year-old to be so focused when needed to and just be so committed to the role, you know, without having to say, oh, you know, I've seen other kids who are like distracted at that age, you know, it's very difficult to do anything. Asher was 100% committed, was in the role, and just let him do what he did. Really, him and Ho'ano made that movie. They were just so beautiful.
Like, acting is just being you, you know? Acting is just being you through like an everyday thing, just being supernatural in an environment that is like not natural at all. You get the cameras, you get the green screen, it's like, how are you gonna be natural? Like, so many people watching you and everything, right?
One scene, we call it the pancake scene, where the script was all very loosey-goosey with the lines, and there wasn't any sort of proper dialogue, and I was just very free because I was in it. I said, just say whatever you want. So they came up with this, they were playing a John Canapo, and really that was the scene. They were just playing John Canapo until I came up with the pancakes. They kept on playing it, and they were just having fun and playing until Asher was like, okay, no more, I'm not playing it anymore. One more and that's it. And I thought, okay, we got one more take, and that's it, guys. Yeah, he was terrific. He still is.
Together, they created something that reaches the hearts of those who struggle with loss, and perhaps comforts those who heal in ways that might be considered unorthodox.
I was talking to Henry Ian Cusick about this. I told him, how did you do it? You know, how did you do the set and everything? And he told me that I had one rule, is that no one can yell. That was it. That was only one rule. He just had a great team and everything. And when he was saying that, I was like, oh man, I was like thinking about ʻŌlelo when he was saying that. Only because all the projects that I was doing, like the dancing and everything, is like, it was so smooth. Like, there was like no roller coaster.
Hi everyone, my name is Asher.
While the stage gave him a voice, Asher still had a burning desire to understand it all. How stories come to life, how lights create mood, and how sound can carry a truth. Asher was just 10 years old when he came to ʻŌlelo Community Media.
And he would always go home after the classes and tell my husband all about it, because I actually took the class with him. And I learned so much. I mean, I enjoyed it. My son did, and he got to do, especially the hands-on with the camera.
Yes.
So absolutely, we saw a huge, ignited his passion for filming and editing.
Their message about strengthening the island's voices really show through their everything, through their media. And like when you walk through the doors, ever since I was young, I thought like this, like I was like here every day, right? So I was like, oh, this place is so huge, it's so amazing, it's like everyone's so nice, like, oh, it really felt like a house, like a home.
At ʻŌlelo, Asher didn't come to perform, he came to learn. Behind the camera, he found something unexpected. Perspective.
Seeing the hard work of all of the camera process and, getting my friends involved with all of the skits. We had a skit called No Girls Allowed. No Girls Allowed. I liked my two, Jordan and Rylan. We were just there and, doing the cameras and everything.
It was the beginning of a new kind of storytelling.
I never knew that I could do all of this when I'm 10 years old. It just made me more in tune and more excited being a part of the industry.
Definitely ʻŌlelo influenced him to be part of the career that he's choosing today, really, because that's I guess you could call this the media art. That's a chosen path as well, and that goes hand in hand with his acting and so forth. So yeah, definitely ʻŌlelo played an impact in what he is becoming today.
But what stayed with him the most wasn't the camera work or the editing.
I believe that the one lesson I will always take from ʻŌlelo is that always have the aloha spirit no matter where you go. Just talk story to people, interact, be present in the moment, behind the scenes and in front of the camera and beyond that. So I always take that in my heart from ʻŌlelo.
And we are the creators and producers of Remember My Name. You'll be seeing it.
I encourage for all of the young people out there, if you folks are coming to ʻŌlelo, please do. It was the best decision of my life.
Crossing Rain, they're a Hawaii-based group.
Crossing Rain, crossing
In 2021, he joined Hawaii's only ever boys band, Crossing Rain, a group built on unity, passion, and
good hearts. That was kind of like from the person who brought them together. That was what they were looking for. And I think that person did a really good job because these people, all of them have really good hearts.
He was one of the youngest members of Crossing Rain and came with a wide-eyed ambition to give it everything he had.
After we got to know him, we knew him as the most positive person that he could possibly be. He's always so cordial, always so uppity. I think of all the people that I know, he has always come across as being the most positive person that I've ever met.
From the beginning, Asher was more than a singer and dancer. He became their architect, their visionary. He didn't just bring those incredible moves, he created them. With years of talent and ambition running through his veins, it was inevitable. Asher Morgado would become the group's main choreographer. In just a few short years, Crossing Rain would become an international sensation.
Pages painted blue until you came to me. Rosy colors filter out the vacancy. Flowers pink and yellow make your crown.
But through the years he would learn that a life in entertainment is not always so kind. For the first time in his life, the young man, taught only respect and kindness, would learn about ridicule and bullying. Even being the main choreographer offered no reprieve. Ambition and giving his all looked too out of place. Asher Morgado was too extra.
And to hear that, that's like, it's not me extra, like, I don't know, like, that's me when I was young. So you're basically saying, I cannot be myself. She's basically saying, you cannot be yourself when you're in the group.
Being told to extinguish the fire that he had worked so hard to build was unnerving and disorienting. Demons called self-doubt and inadequacy were knocking at his door.
That one was a struggle. It really, mentally, I was, it was hard for me.
And I said, and you know what? I'm so glad you're going through this, because this is how you're going to learn, and this is how you're going to grow on how to handle it. And he was like, what, Mom? I said, trust me. And so I said, are you good? You still breathing? You okay? He goes, yeah. I said, yeah, as long as you know that. not everybody likes me. I told him, not everybody will like you, and it's okay. That's why you gravitate towards the people that do and got your back. And you still be nice to those that you know that are being mean.
The lights, the cameras, and that incredible smile made it difficult to see his struggles. But moms can always tell.
As he got older, he still experienced a lot of stuff. I mean, adults saying things that they shouldn't be saying to young people. Really, really bad things.
That's why I'm so happy I got to have an amazing foundation with God, a phenomenal foundation with my parents, and even beyond that is with my church, Inspired Church at Waikele. During those hard times, I was in the youth every Thursday, and just being a part of my same age with with godly people and everything, that really helped as well.
But I'm really, really proud of him because despite what he's been through, most people would not want to sing again. Most people would not want to be in the industry. But that is one thing I'm so blessed, is that he still pushed through and he knows who he is in Christ, and he did not allow that to crush him. And that they didn't win because they didn't crush him.
In 2024, Asher made a decision that came with both heartache and hope. He and his closest friend and bandmate, Shotaro, chose to part ways with Crossing Rain. It was an end of an era.
I am really grateful that I'm free. No contracts on this guy. I'm a free bird. Free bird, yeah.
Asher knew it was time to move forward.
Learn and grow. So I'm glad that I'm free from that season. Pretty cool that we tried, at least Hawaii, people, we tried to do something, like a K-pop group or H-pop, it was something new, at least, we tried.
Still, he grappled with the deep care and concern he had for his fan base, affectionately known as Thunder.
For all the fans out there, I love you, Thunder. You guys are the best. I'm just super thankful that you folks supported us. Like we had a dream and everything. I'm so happy that you folks supported us, and through that journey, you just saw just all the ups and downs. Crazy roller coaster for you guys. I know it was for us, but roller coaster for you guys too. So I'm just really appreciative to everything, and you guys showed up to all of the events, and I'm just like, man, I love you guys just so much. I'm just like, I wish that there was more time for us to talk, whether it's the fan meets, because personally, I didn't really like the fan meets, only because there wasn't a lot of time and it was always rushing, and I always felt bad. I was like, man, I just want to talk to you. But I know there's a whole line, yeah, so you gotta keep on moving, so it's hard. But yeah, I'm just, super grateful, and I hope that I inspired you guys through my dancing and singing and everything, and I love you guys so much, and I hope that we get to meet again in the future. Yeah, love you guys.
As Asher begins this new chapter in his life, he returns to his old love, acting. Currently, he studies with ICANN, a company run by actress Luci Tarrant and her husband, whose objective is to help local actors grow their talents and create new pathways that help them connect with the film industry.
We're aiming for industry standards, so they'll learn audition technique, they'll hear from casting directors, script breakdown, scene connection, relationship building, how to mine the script for all the information you need to build a character, and then we're also instilling in them confidence and being good humans.
Once again, Asher is the youngest in the group. But this time, something's different. A circle of genuine, talented souls who care deeply about their craft, about each other, and about the stories they tell.
Action.
Here, Asher once again feels that quiet sense of belonging, that inner spark that reminds him he's exactly where he's supposed to be. At just 18, Asher Morgado's success story is only beginning. In his short life, he has already walked a path that few his age dare to tread. And through persecution, ridicule, and personal demons, he has shown us that strength is not the absence of struggle, but the courage to keep pushing through. And if knocked down, to rise again and again. His strength comes from his loving family, who teaches him that he is the master of his own fate. His motivation from true friends who show him that he matters, that he belongs, that he is loved. His faith lights his path and provides him purpose and peace. But with such amazing talents and such a kind and caring soul, Asher Morgado is an example of those we should all take part in nurturing and inspiring and protecting. He is our future, the example of the best of us. And if we at ʻŌlelo had even a whisper of influence in nurturing that special aloha that Asher now shares with the world, then we are honored beyond measure. For he will always be a part of our story, our legacy, but most importantly, our ohana.